Death games are an interesting concept that in the 2010s was widely popularized, and with it came a conglomerate of really shit anime that didn't last very long, nor did they really have any longevity or legacy with anime fans. The concept in theory is perfect. You and a group of friends are transported to a world or some kind of location with a series of puzzles and games to complete. If you're unable to complete them, it eventually ends in your death, but the execution is typically awful and usually never works for a majority of reasons. The characters are way too flat and just outright don't work, and things become cringe. Wait, what the fuck? Is that two men kissing? Tomodachi Game is a 2022 anime produced by Okorotu Nobuo, a studio that I have no clue about, which is understandable because surprise surprise, a studio with that garbage of a name has only done 12 anime in its entire run. In fairness, it's only been 6 years. It's taken every major studio at least 10 to 12 years to start putting up great numbers, but you know, when you produce a garbage dump like Tomodachi Game, you begin to wonder if you'll ever be good or if you're just gonna continuously sit in your anime factory and clone pieces of shit in different shapes and colors. Contrary to the popular belief amongst my friends and a lot of people that I talk to, I don't really have insanely high standards. Yes, I always go for something that I'll enjoy, but in general, if your story is cool, then I'm cool too. But Tomodachi Game is an insult to anime fans and, for that matter, humanity itself. The story follows Katagiri Yuuichi, who is basically the anime kid from school. Very manipulative, loser with no friends or social cues, and probably has never been interested in a woman in his life, including his own mother, who probably doesn't even love him. Yuichi and a bunch of his other friends whose names don't particularly matter besides Tenji. Tenji's pretty cool because he's got glasses and he looks like he loves Fortnite porn. Yuichi and friends are dragged into a debt repayment game, the Tomodachi Game, a series of games, puzzles, and events that either pay off the debt of each user or adds to the debt and eventually ends in their demise. Every game has a common theme: believe in your friends. Holy fucking shit, I thought we left the power of friendship in 2009. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, you've got a perfect premise, you've got a character that the dorks can relate to, and you've even got some piece of trash, somewhat attractive woman running around in your game with huge asses and titties, and then you decide the best course of action is for you to base everything narratively around the power of friendship? Okay, fuck you, Makoto Yumagachi. Look, I get it. I completely understand. Friends are important. They're what makes a lot of life fun and vibrant, but I'm trying to see a death game. You already kill 95% of tension in every game if it's all based around the same concept. And to add on to the power of friendship problem, your characters are all wreaking piles of shit rolling around on screen. In one of the episodes of the game, Yuichi and Tenji are paired together in a hide-and-seek game against a bunch of randoms that have no meaning to the plot or story. Leaders must choose a hider and they must stay in their spot until they're found by a member of the other team. No moving around or changing hiding spots, so you must trust your friends. Okay, yeah, they actually fucking said this shit. A game where you'll learn to trust your friends. This isn't the end of this garbage fire. If I had $1 for every time they said something that was worth garbage, didn't make sense, was wasting time, was really weird and wrong, was gay, was unintentionally funny, was horrific, I would have $1 for every single line in this show, because there isn't a singular good thing the troglodyte author wrote in this series. Back to the episode now. You just trust your friends to eventually bring you back food and water, as the game can take days on end. Tenji is designated as the hider, and he's hidden in some really low quality drawn cave that the author once again put zero effort into. And there's 15 minutes of shit smeared all over my screen about Tenji hallucinating about his friends betraying him in the game. And I'm supposed to feel bad for this guy spouting Shakespeare soliloquies and some weak ass glasses and a busted ass haircut? Tomodachi Game manages to impress me for one reason and one reason only. It's the fact that they tricked a bunch of anime fans into wasting their time binging this garbage week in and week out. The fact that they looked into the eyes of their producers, came up with ways to write this into the manga, then that weak ass, garbage ass studio took that product and managed to make it worse is absolutely astonishing. What is the message of Tomodachi Game? Trust your friends, I guess. If your enemies could make edits, then it was never your build to begin with. And women are like the battle bus. Everyone has taken her for a ride. Fuck this anime, fuck the author, fuck the characters, fuck the manga, fuck Japan, and fuck this dude who wrote this garbage.